Okay, our first question. I wish it would put it in order, but I don't think it does, but I'll try it. Let's see if I can do by subject. Let's see if it will do that. Let's go down here. Oh my gosh, some of these are like old. That ain't gonna work. I can't do it by subject. Well, I can do it by date, and then I can take off all. When did this class start? The 11th? The 12th? So anything 5/12, anything, there we go. 5/12, anything before that I could pretty much delete. There shouldn't be any more Ask My Instructors. Okay, there they are. Those are the ones I need to delete. Let me delete these right quick, and then everything else. And open those. I'll forget it. I'll just do it by date. We'll just do it this way. This takes too long. Okay, we went over Miss Ward's the other day, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. That's 120. That's 120. That's 102. Okay, that's 6.3. 6.3, 633, 6.3. 6.2. 6.2. Okay, here's two 6.2s. 6.2, 69/11. 6.2, 69/11. Oh yeah, that's a test question. I like that one.
I don't like it. It hurts my brain.
Hurts your brain, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, blow it up, Vanna. Well, don't blow it up. I need to write. I need to orient the screen first. I'll just rewrite it and y'all can. Okay, it's not going to. Okay, we don't need to. All right, what are we going to do with this one? Because trinomials are worthless. What are we going to do with all of them? Factor. So this is shortcut number 2, W or W minus 7 quantity squared. This one, reverse what? FOIL. 1W, 2W, and I would say 2 and 11 probably. I have no idea. And a minus 11 and a positive 2. Y'all check me on that one. Multiplied by, this one's on top. Let's see, 16 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So this one is reverse FOIL. And that's a what? A 4. Let's see, 2 and an 8. A negative 8 and a positive 2. And then what's this one? That one's reverse FOIL because you can't take the square root of what? 7, class. That's right. All right, so 1W and 7W and 7W and 1W. This is one of those that, like I told you before, some teachers put this type on the test, but these will be like composite numbers, and you'll sit there all day long and remember your multiplication tables, but you won't use 1 in that number. And 1 in that number is what you use because you got a big number right here. But this one's still easy because 7 is what? Prime, so you can't mess that up. And we need a negative 48, so that 49's got to be negative, and this means unlike. So now that you factored everything, what can go on now? What happens? Huh? What cancels? W plus 2. And W minus 7, that goes 1, and that cancels there. What else? Anything else? So your answer is W minus 7 times W minus 8 over 2W minus 11 times 7W plus 1. Now, why did I not put it in trinomials? Well, trinomials are useless unless you factor them, and you always want to keep them factored because you may be able to do what? Cancel something out. So this is called factor form. If you wrote it as a trinomial over trinomial, I wouldn't mark it wrong. I would just say you need to leave it factored because, you know, that's just the way they want it. See here? Factor form. Now I'm just going to type in 3 so y'all can see that I do know what I'm doing. I had to call direct. I had to call them and tell them, y'all got to give me some promotions. My bill's too high. They dang old gave me a promotion, dang old knocked $30 off my bill. I was like, that's all? But there we go. What did they get? W minus 7, W minus 7, W minus 8, 2W minus 11, 7W plus 1. That is a good test question. Remember, when in doubt, factor. Trinomials are worthless unless you factor them. Now, sometimes they can't be factored. And if you can't factor, then chances are you just leave it alone. Because something might cancel like that when we did the other day, at the beginning of class yesterday. We had the two shortcut number 5s, 4 and 5, and then one of the trinomials canceled. So that's usually when those are going to show up. Y'all want to do another one of these? Yeah, we need to waste as much time as possible. All right, try that one. You can blow that one up, Vanna. Number 2. You're number 3. Where's the second Vanna? Miss Ward, she was the Vanna too? I didn't know that. Okay, you're Vanna number 3. No, they're gonna bitch no matter what. Somebody's gonna bitch. I can't say.
Are you in difficulty?
She's gonna put short bus side. I like your hair. That looks good. Not many people can do that. You pull it off pretty good. Some people pull the hair back and they look like a turtle. Huh? You look like a goddess? Is that what you said?
A guy. I look like a guy if my hair is pulled up.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I get mistaken for a female all the time.
I'm a hot guy.
Yeah, there you go. Confident. Dang old, she don't need dang old too much makeup. Dang old confident girl. Oompa Loompas, those are the ones that are insecure. Oh my gosh, I watched a good movie. Dang old The Loft. That was good.
The Loft?
The Loft. That was good. It was just in theaters a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good.
What's it about?
It's about these 5
I want to
cavemen.
see that one.
These 5 cavemen that had a bachelor pad, but they were all married.
Yeah. And they go home or something to bachelor pad and everyone's dead.
Oh gosh, it's a good movie.
Yeah. They go home and go to bed. Oh, yeah, there's just like a random girl there or something. Did one of them sleep in there or something?
Yeah, one of them murdered. Or
I don't
one of,
want no more.
I mean, there was the whole thing was about a murder,
Yeah.
and one of the girls was murdered.
Did one of the guys actually do it?
Actually, 2 of the guys did it. It's a good movie.
Scary movie?
It's a good movie.
Okay.
It's a suspenseful movie.
I'm
mystery.
I'll have to
Mystery,
go.
drama, suspense. I watched that, and then I watched. I can't remember what I watched.
Oh, I'll send you.
Huh? 5 minutes later.
She's in her own world over
I
there.
think so.
I know. I was gonna send this one.
She's over there watching porn on that laptop. Okay, y'all finished? Y'all should be done.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
That's another thing that's going to kill you on this test. Careless mistakes, just like the factoring test. Careless mistakes and what? Time. If you don't use shortcuts on this one, on this test, you're going to be on number 10 and everybody else is going to be finished.
How many problems are you gonna put on this?
Probably 33,
Oh, that's fine.
25 or 33. It's going to be an hour and a half test, and I'm going to make sure that it's right at an hour and a half because I want people, and I'll give you 5 times to take it. Because this is, like I said, these 2 chapters is just like a musical instrument. You've got to practice. And if you don't practice, you're not going to do it. You're going to thank me when you're in college algebra next semester and you're going, oh yeah, I remember that. Hubert drilled that. Yeah. And everybody else is going,
I'll be on 120.
you'll be what?
Be on 120.
Hopefully you'll be taking my class.
I'll have to see, but I don't think I can. I'll be following you online now. Because I know my teacher's been stuck.
Oh yeah, you're not going to be able to take it here, are you?
No, because I got anatomy and physiology that I need to study.
Well, I've got a lot of 120 videos, especially this semester, and new ones this semester because I've got 2 online classes.
Well, I'll be following you.
All right, bring it down, Vanna. Point it toward the screen. It bounces off the screen.
If you need some help, you can gladly take it.
It should bounce off the screen. You must hit the back of it with your hand. Sometimes the batteries get low. Now try it. Okay, it's down now. That's That's good. All right, what is this one?
W minus 5. I mean, X minus 5.
Shortcut number 2. This one is reverse FOIL, 1x and 2x. That's prime, so you can't screw that one up. This one you got to watch it because it's 1 and 14, 2 and 7. I'm going to try 7, 2 and 7. And we need a negative 7, and a positive 4. I think that'll work. Y'all check me. Multiplied by x. That's the same thing we had a while ago. That's x 8 and 2 or something like that. 2 and 8, a negative 8, a positive 2. And then this is x, 1x, 3x, and then 5 and 1. And we want a negative 15 and a positive 1. Hopefully by the time you get through with this chapter, your reverse FOIL has gotten faster and your shortcuts have gotten faster. If you try to go through chapter 5 and 6 and not learn the shortcuts, you probably, instead of making 100, probably going to make 50, 60, or 70-ish. You've got to know the shortcuts. That's it, man. Ma'am?
Did you switch to 7? So that 3x is not supposed to be.
I flipped it because it's dividing, so it's multiplied by the reciprocal.
Oh, I know what you're talking.
No, that's division. Both of them. See, thing old read, thing old correction, thing old dividing. You're not supposed to tell that to women because men are the ones that don't read directions. Women read directions.
I don't forget my glasses, so I just avoid reading.
Oh, okay.
I wore my
You're just going to
glasses.
be ignorant all your life. Okay.
No, I love reading. I just never wear my glasses.
Anything else cancel?
No,
Oh.
no.
And that gives you x minus 5 times x minus 8 over 2x minus 7 times 3x plus 1.
Well,
Now that's 2 good questions for your notes. And we cut out a lot of time there, so it served its purpose. All right, next one. I think it was this one. No, there was another 6.2. There it is. 71/12. 6.2, 71/12. Yep, that's a good one. Good test question.
Yeah, that was.
Blow it up. Now it says, the first thing you're going,
She blew it up.
What'd you do?
Blew it up. Okay, I have a question for this one. Because it's division. Obviously, you put the second one over 1.
Good. Make it a fraction, and then
And then flip it. Flip it.
whip it. Whip it good.
That's what I was saying.
Dun.
Then I'd flip it, right? So the 1 would be on top. Okay.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when you flip it and one's on the bottom, one begins to be on top.
Because I was just going to put it 1 on top and just get the.
You could do that. You're just skipping the first 2 steps, but you
Yeah.
just got to be careful when you do that. Because some people get crazy and start. I had to buy a transmission for my truck.
Oh. That was a pretty thing.
$2,500.
Kind of truck? The red one
Redneck
you drive?
Cadillac. Huh?
What did you say?
Redneck Cadillac.
The one that you drive home?
The red one.
What is it? The red one you drive home?
Yeah, I'm going to get some smokestacks put on it.
Oh, please don't.
Yep. I think I need it. Maybe then I can wear pink shirts. Okay, freeze it. Vanna, please. Just lower right-hand corner. Should be. Thank you. I'm going to call the roll. I know who's here and who's not.
I was about to say that.
I think everybody's, let's see. Yes, everybody's here. Okay, now. Sergio's not here. Skelnick's not here. Snyder's not here. Ward's not here. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Bureaucrat's done. I got to look this up. I'm sorry, it's driving me crazy.
What?
Bianco, Facebook. They're on Facebook. I gotta see. It's about driving me crazy.
It's really not lovely, that's why I did that.
What?
I made my profile picture, it was me and him, and he's got this stupid look on his face, and so he made his profile picture, me having a stupid look on my face, and it was like,
That's all right.
that nobody
We
got.
won't show. We won't put it up front where everybody can see
Sorry,
it,
I mean,
unless you want to unfreeze it.
Sure, go ahead. Please re-enter your password.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I'd forget it. Let's see. I'm looking at the names. Which one is his sister? I remember it being a female. Brittany? Yeah. Could be. Where did she go to school? Okay, Alan Harper. She knows Alan. I bet you $1 I know her.
Just a dollar.
Because look at how many, okay, Kayla, yeah. Dean's,
Another Dean.
Swallow.
Marion Dean.
yeah. I bet you, that's how I bet you I know her.
She's marrying into her fiance, Neil. He is first cousins with Lindsay Swallow.
Uh-huh.
They're really related.
Lindsay's daddy and I went to school together.
Okay, yeah, well, his wife
Mm-hmm.
is Neil's aunt.
Okay. All right, and what's your boyfriend's name? So we got to look at your stupid picture. silly picture. Oh, there it is. I see it. Looks like you just passed out. I mean,
I'm pretty good.
looks like he's a history buff. Or
The
just,
Navy.
okay. He's in the Navy. He's a squid. He's a what? A seaman. That's like a private.
He was like, if you ever need to call me, just call and ask for Seaman Bianca. I said,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
And I don't blame you. Joe, we know a lot of people.
That would not be a true thing.
Hey, that's my mom right there, Angie.
Oh, I thought, but I don't know if we have any friends in common or not.
Let's see how many mutual friends you and I have. My name's Alexis.
I know your name.
My name's Alexis.
I'm the, no, yeah, no, yes.
No, yeah, no, yeah.
We
I
have
don't
one
think-
mutual friend.
Hobie!
Aw, Toby.
Hobie, it reminds me of me when I was at Tri-County.
Toby and my brother used
He's
to,
at Clemson now.
yeah, him and my brother used to be best friends.
Okay, Hobie's a good guy.
That's a cute picture.
Well, you know my brother,
Who's your brother?
Thomas.
No.
You search him too. You search him about.
I know a lot of Burdett's, but I don't know a Thomas, but I can look. Did he go here?
Yeah, I think so.
Now we can look up anybody's. Oh,
We
shit.
ain't looking up Thomas and something.
Hey, that's my lawyer. She's my lawyer.
You got-
Dang old divorce, dang old lawyer.
Hey, my aunt works for a lawyer.
Who?
Epps.
hmm
Not for
Billy Epps?
No, she used to work for the younger Epps. Now she works for Samantha.
I don't know
The,
that.
that's him yeah,
That,
with the wild hair.
that, I can't tell because is
You
that,
can go to his other picture.
is that hair like, golly, Brittany? Where's, yeah, and Hobie? I don't, is that like last year, or has he always had long hair and a beard, or what?
You can go to his other profile picture. Yeah, that's how it usually looks. He just got his hair all long now.
I don't know if I know him or not. Might know, if he went to Tri-County, I probably have seen him. Especially if he's been around Hobie. Hobie, I had to help Hobie out. Hobie took like 5 math classes with me. Not the same one. But I helped him because he reminded me so much of me when I was at Tri-County.
He's funny though.
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
All right, let's go back to math. All right, so this is not a shortcut line. Right quick, line.
Square.
21 is not a perfect square. So C, dang old 3 and 7, usually that one's a giveaway. And plus, over 18 is not a perfect square, so reverse FOIL, and that's going to be 3 and 6, negative 6 and positive 3, multiplied by, since we're going to flip it, the 1 will go up, over, and reverse FOIL. This was going to be a little bit difficult, not because of the 7, but because of the... Now, what do you notice about that 41?
It's a big number.
It's a big number compared to 6 and 7, so I would probably do 6 times 6. And let the 7 and the 6, see if that works, because 6 times 7 is what? 42. So let's see what happens. So 6, and 1 and 7. That would give us a 42 and a 6. That won't work. And we turn it around, so it's going to have to be 1 and 12, or it's not factorable, 1 and 2. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Let's try 2 and 3. So take our handy dandy. Good gosh. So 2 and 3, that'll give us a 14 and that won't work, so let's flip it. 3 and 2, that'll give me a 21 and a 2, so that won't work. Oh, 6 times 6.
Yeah.
6 times 6 is 36. I'm sorry. 6 times 1. I had the right thinking. I was thinking of 36 for some reason. I don't know. There. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you have lost me.
Okay, that means we're going to quit today.
Yay.
All right, we need a positive 41. So that means our 42 has to be positive and that's negative. Now what happens? C plus 3's cancel. What else? Or the x plus 7's cancel. Yeah. And that's it. So your answer is 1 over, what is it, C or X? C minus 6, 6x minus C6C minus 1. And yes, if you put an X on the test, I don't care. I'm just checking you, just as long as you know the algebra. I don't care whether you have a brain lapse and put C minus 6 times 6x minus 1, that's not a big deal. Just know that there's some teachers that don't have girlfriends or boyfriends and they worry about stuff like that. They need girlfriends or boyfriends. Okay? Y'all know the type, right? They sit at home and grade test on Friday and Saturday night. Huh?
I said the loners.
Yep.
Hey, I'm a loner. There's nothing wrong.
I don't sit home on Friday and Saturday night and grade test. There we go. All right, so that's that one. I'm not going to do that one again. The reason I'm not doing it again is because this one is just like the last one, only you only have one. So y'all should be able to use those 3 problems and be able to get it right on the test. Okay? All right, so let's move on to 6.3 questions. And 6.4. All right, 6.365. 6.367, 6.333. So that's first. 6.333.8. 6.333.8. Good test question. Blow it up a little bit, Vanna, so everybody can see it. And remember, it says perform the indicated, and if you can't see the indicated, you're combining, it's plus. So this, we're still simplifying. It says simplify, so that means you're not going to get a number, you're going to get a simplified form, you're going to get a fraction. Unless everything cancels out like that one we did yesterday. But go ahead and work that one. Again, you got to get, does have the same denominator. Okay, it's not a test question. I'm not going to give you one that simple.
Why?
Because it doesn't challenge you.
Maybe.
Where's your 6 cent from?
Hey, I'm not
What's
that.
your 6
I'm
cent
not
for?
that stupid.
That's called not been challenged. That's called do everything on the calculator and not challenge.
Hey, I haven't used my calculator at all, dude.
No, I'm just
I used it at home.
everything personal. Anything I say, I don't do that.
I think I'm gonna get drunk this weekend.
Miss Turner, are you married?
Yes.
Bless your heart. I was for 22 years.
It breaks my heart that people get divorced after so long. It just scares me. It makes me not ever want to get married. Yeah.
Well, like I said, men should not get married till they're 35. And women should not get married until they're mature, in which women get mature some women get mature at 21. So it depends on the woman.
Yeah, I had married my husband to his 37.
Good.
We're going on 3 years.
And, you have a,
What do you think went wrong with your marriage? Like, do you think it was just like a lack of commitment? communication.
It wasn't anything
It's
like that.
you went
My-
separate ways.
My marriage was a roommate relationship. And that's, and see, a lot of people get married too young and they don't even know what LOVE is.
Yeah,
They
but
don't.
I've also seen
They
people that got
think
married when they
they
were like
know.
15 and they're still going strong, you know?
It, well,
I
when,
really think it depends on how
it
much
depends on,
you
it
live.
depends on two things. It depends on if you know what the song, you know the song, I wanna know what love is. You know what love is. And if you meet the right person. That's two big probabilities right there. That's very low.
Well, see, my parents dated for 8 years before they got married. They've been married for 29 years.
I dated for 2.5 years
And they,
before I got married.
they seriously like,
And 2.5 years is plenty of time to know somebody, but
I feel like if you.
oh, I knew my ex-wife. I knew her inside and out. But you got to have that one thing, and it just wasn't there. Because a year after I was married, I told my best friend, I wish I'd never got married. And if you're in love with somebody, you don't say that a year after you're married. And I got married at 22, and that's too young for a guy. Especially one that had a life.
Like all my Ukrainian friends, they all get married super young.
Different
They-
culture.
I know, they only date for like 3 months
Mhm.
and their divorce rate is like
Yeah.
non-existent almost, like they do not get divorced.
Well,
But they also,
the reason I didn't get divorced a year after is because of my family, my devotion,
morals,
obligation. I was told, I was brought up in a family that had one divorce in 2 generations. And they didn't tell anybody until 10 years after it was. And I should have done it a year after, but I did do 22 years, and I was miserable, but I did what I was supposed to do. But then after a while,
I feel like, I've never, obviously never been married before, but like I think divorce is a bad thing, but I also think that being miserable and
It's
your
awful.
life is way worse than
It's
having
awful.
divorce.
it's awful.
My friend, she's 24, she's got a 3-year-old, and she's been out for 10 years, got married, and now they're divorced. But I told her out, and she's like, what? She's at the point now where they've been divorced for so long, and she's kind of sad, because she don't feel like nobody will like her, and she's like, what guy would want a 24-year-old with a kid and divorced? But
See,
I
that
told her
is
I
the
was
furthest
like,
thing from my mind at all. I haven't even thought about
Yeah.
dating. Haven't even thought about it. I will, but I haven't even thought about it. I've got too many other things going on. But I was going to say something and I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, oh, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. I wrote my wife a letter.
Oh.
It was a long letter. I moved to my parents' house, which was 500 feet from my house. I paid all the bills and gave her $800 a month, spending money for kids or whatever. And I did that for a year. And the judge complimented me for being a good father and a good husband, because a lot of husbands, she said 99% of the husbands do not do what I did.
Yeah, there's like that.
There's a right way and a wrong way. Bring it down. Don't get married. Don't get married. Okay? How old are you? Yeah, you got a good 10 years. But you're also quiet, so that leads me to believe you're a little bit more old soul. So that means you're probably a little bit more mature than a 19-year-old usually is.
So I get like 25 right now.
Yeah, you can maybe get by at 32. So don't get married till you're 32. All right. So this is the same denominator. Now be careful, because some teachers will put a plus right there.
Are you going to do that?
No, unless the thing algorithm degenerates. But this section, this problem came from a section with the same denominators. That's why they put them in different sections. I think this is 6.3, 6.4 is different denominators. Most of your questions will come out of 6.4. They're not going to come out of 6.3, unless I just feel like giving you one. All right, so I'm just going to write this as a x squared minus 7x plus 10, and I'm going to put everything on top since it's a common denominator. Don't forget that. Is that a plus?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be 6 minus x, and I always do this. I always put the top in parentheses because I'm going to distribute this positive 1 because if that was negative, you need to distribute so you don't mess up. So I get in the habit of doing this so I don't forget when there's a negative here or a negative here. So 6 minus x plus 8 minus 6x over parentheses x, 2, 5, negative. So what's 6 plus 8? 15 or 14? 14, last time I checked. And negative x minus 6 is negative 7x over x minus 2 times x minus 5. Now, I'm going to turn this around because intimidation, don't want to intimidate, so we're going to put the x first because the x is first here. So we're going to turn it around, make it easy on ourselves so we don't hyperventilate. And I got one question for you. It looks like we can factor out, but that'll give us a positive 2 here, right? Or a negative 2. Hey, that'll work. But we got to factor out what? A negative 7. Don't factor out 7 because you won't get the same thing. Negative 7, and that's going to leave x minus 2 over x minus 2 times x minus 5, and the x minus 2's cancel, and your final answer is negative 7 over x minus 5. Where in the world did you get that from? Oh, this ain't yours. Okay, so I'm not going to pick on anybody. I was going to pick on you. I was going to say, God, you didn't know what you were doing.
It did confuse
I think, Miss Young, you did this one, didn't you? I don't know. I don't know.
What section? This is section.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you did? It looks like to me you got the signage wrong here, maybe. Because you did this right, didn't you? No, you got the signage wrong. You just didn't know what you were doing. That's all.
I was confused with the X for a second. I thought I got frustrated with the
You got frustrated, and what'd you do? You quit? You almost what? Broke out the bottle.
Yeah. We'll go with that one.
Okay. Let's go on to the next one. I think we're going to finish all these and have plenty of time for the test. 6.3, 6.3. I think there was another 6.3 up here somewhere. There it is. 65/13. 6.3, 65/13. Okay, I will not give you these on the test because these are confusing. Okay? What they want you to do,
Yes.
I hate the second
The whole
common
entire
denominator.
section.
I would find a common denominator and change both of them. That's what I would do.
That's what it was.
Well, why don't they just say that?
Because I even looked at it, I was like, I did that and then it was telling me I was wrong.
All right, find the common denominator of 6x to the 6th and 12x to the 4th, which would be 12x to the what? 6? Because you know you always use the highest exponent. So do that. And just change the numerator, and that should be your answer. Think of it as doing this. think I showed y'all this in class. When you get one like this, just think of it as 29 over 6x to the 6th plus or minus y over 12x to the 4th, and find what? Common denominator. Just don't do this. Don't do this. Just think of it as a fraction problem, and 12x to the 6th, 12x to the 6th, and I'm just going to put that right there. And how many times will 6 go into 12? Twice. And how many times will x to the 6th go in x to the 6th? One time. So 2 times 29 is 58. So 58 goes right here. 12x, sorry. I had a little bit of, what do you call it, dyslexia there, and transpose my numbers. 12x to the 6th. All right, now how many times will 12 go into 12? One time. How many times will x to the 4th go into x to the 6th? X to the second time. And x to the second times y is x to the second y. That should be your answer. Now, I don't know what if they're going to ask you for the common denominator or what. We're fixing to find out. But that should be your answer. So I'm going to take my handy dandy mover. You know, it'd be nice if this thing would work with me one time. Forget it.
Sorry, we got it.
Let me do this. There. And we're going to type in 3 here and 3 here. And go away. And hit it again. And I got to move it back. Sorry. I'm trying to help y'all out. There. Shoot. It's not going to work with me. There. What did they get? I'm trying, people. I'm trying. They got 58 over 12x to the 6th and x squared y times 12x to the 6th. So just treat it like a plus or minus and do it that way. But I won't put one of these on the test.
Yeah, those were dumb.
Yeah, I don't like these. They got it up as a drill. They're setting it up as a drill is what they're doing. I just don't like them. Be good for you to do like a worksheet of them, but I wouldn't give them for homework. All right. Now that moves us into, well, one more. We got one more 6.3. I think it's down here. 6.3, 67, 14. I'm not going to do that one. I can do it. Well, what is the common denominator? 8.
To the 4th.
P to the 4th. Y to the 5th. Okay?
Now, I don't have to do it.
Okay. And the reason I'm not going to go over it is I'd like to spend more time on 6.4 and the other sections because that's going to be a test. 6.4 is going to be a test question, no matter what it is. All right, I think that's all of 6.3s. I don't think we have any 6.4s except for one. 6.4, 7/2. And yes, that is a test question. It won't be a lot of these because it's simple. So not much challenge there. I would put this on there just to give you a little bit of confidence and so I can discourage you later on in the test. And give you a few points so I could kick you when you're down. Now be careful. Don't say 54 is the common denominator. Dang, I'll put your 6 out there and your 9, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and sometimes 13, and figure out what your common denominator is. Oh, I'm looking at your text. Let me see what you sent me. What? When someone gives you a compliment, you know you're hella ugly? I don't understand that.
When someone gives you a compliment, but you know deep down you're hella ugly,
What's hella ugly?
it's really ugly.
Like F ugly?
Yeah. So they're just like,
That's funny. I just didn't know what, I figured that was fugly. I didn't know. I need to post that. Okay. So, simplify, Vanna. Simplify means what? That you're going to have a fraction. Right now, Vanna. I was telling you. I wasn't asking you what simplify means. All right. 6 and 9. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and sometimes 13. 2 will be a 3 and a 9, 3 will be a 1 and a 3, 3 will be a 1 and a 1. So 9 times 2 is what?
13.
So you put 18 here, and 18 here, and minus, and 6 will go into 18, 3 times 1 is? 9 will go into 18, 2 times 8 is? So the answer is negative. So thank you. 18. Yeah, I won't put too many of those on the test. That will make you feel like you know what you're doing. I want you to be uncomfortable and awkward and discouraged. So I only put one of those on the test. And we type in 3 so we can see if we got it right. Yep. Now let's look at the test. No yawning. All right, where is it? Did I already load that chapter? So I think I did. I made a copy. Let's look and see. Oh, I want to look at grade book anyway. I want to make fun of people who hadn't done their homework. What chapter are we on? 6. Go away. Go away. There we go. 6.7. I am not too happy right now. See all these smiley faces? You know what that means?
I'm working on it.
That means I have not done the homework, Hubert, and I'm laughing at you. That's what it means.
I'm on 6.7.
I'm just messing with y'all.
I'm on 6.4.
I'm on 6.12.
I was on 6.2.
I was on 6.7, but I decided to go back to 6.1 and start over.
I did.
I just stopped.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people I'm not too happy with right now.
Am I one of those people?
I don't know. I don't see the names.
What were you going on? Wait,
The smiley faces. You see all these smiley faces?
Okay,
so as long as you're 4.
Right now, I'm happy with this person, this person, this person, and this person right here is trying, and this person. It looks like this person may be printing out and doing it because there's a 0 there. That means they're just printing it out maybe. I don't know.
I was looking at
So,
The only reason I have that 18 is because I have like almost double.
is that you?
Yeah, I'm almost double.
No, I'm not.
the 0.
You don't have a bunch of smiley faces. I'm worried about all these smiley faces that I see, especially these 2.
The 0 is because I was opening them to see if there was.
0 means that you opened it.
Yeah, I was seeing if there was any questions that was difficult, but I was
So is that you? Well, that also could mean that you're opening it up and printing it and going back and typing in the answers. So I don't say much about the zeros. I just don't like this.
I'm just slow.
I was just slow, that's all.
Very slow person.
I ain't punchy. My brain works a little slow, and the talk, that's just the way I talk.
Who says that? Anybody know the movie that comes from? Rocky 2. When he's doing the commercials and he says, "Yo, I ain't punchy. I got a slow brain. That's just the way I talk." I am a Rocky fanatic. All right, so let's look at the test now that I've made fun of people that haven't done the work. All right. There's just a couple of people that are bothering me, but hopefully y'all will try to do it all at, before midnight.
Can I?
Okay, I have not copied chapter 5, so I need to go in and get it. Let's see. I want to copy. Import. Next. My last class. I think it was this one. Let's see. Chapter, I'll copy this one. I'm going to call this Unit 1, Test, Chapter 6. I'll call the other one Chapter 5. And we need to take these off, and I need to put the new ones on. And we need to take all the 5, 6 off. 5, 7, there we go. I could give y'all 5 again, but I don't think that's fair.
Fair to other people or us?
No, I just don't think it's fair to do the same stuff over. Well, actually, you're doing it 3 times because you're doing chapter 5 and then you're doing chapter 6. So, and you've already done chapter 5, so that would be 3 times. And you're doing enough over in chapter 6 to do chapter 5, so that's why I'm not putting it on there. Let me go in and put in the easy questions. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 25 questions. 6-1, 6-2, 6. See, I don't put 6-3 on there. 6-4, 6-5, 6-7. That's good. All right.
What?
No, 25's good.
I wasn't kidding.
Next. And today is the what?
No.
There's the 28th. Of May.
Okay. May the what?
28th.
28th. So we're going to start it today. I just started 8 o'clock a.m. And we'll give it till
Oh, we get a whole week.
everybody but people I don't like. We have a week. Today's the 29th, right? 28th.
Be the fourth.
I'm thinking. I'm gonna give y'all till that Monday. The 8th. Don't ask for an extension.
I'm not gonna ask for an extension.
Somebody will, because they had 5 dead grandmothers.
But it would be nice if the homework could be due tomorrow.
Homework could be due tonight,
Are you sure
unless
you
I
can't-
like you.
Are you sure you can't like move it?
I'll make it tomorrow night.
You're the best one.
No, I don't even want to hear it.
You really are.
I got a test on that, paper I
All
have
right.
to write.
I got, yeah, I got.
And homework for chapter 6, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.4, 6.5, 6.6, and 6.7. I'm gonna give everybody, I usually cut it off the day of, but I don't even know what today is, 28? I'll give y'all till Monday, because I like y'all.
So kind and
Okay.
generous.
I don't wanna hear it.
That's what I told the police officer person. the day we got-
Police officer person?
Yeah, but I could have looked at jealous. I was like, thank you, you are so kind.
What did you do?
Okay. She's important. She has to go fast. She's important.
I had to go fast, and I didn't have my driver's license or my insurance,
I think that's stupid having to have proof of insurance.
and.
If you got it, now, how can you not get a tag and a sticker if you don't have insurance? I mean, the tag and the sticker should be proof enough. Because I can't keep up with those little cards. I can't keep up with them.
I put it in my glove box.
Okay.
Yep.
All
I
right.
did one and I put it
Who's
in my-
got questions?
My
Well,
life.
I haven't done all of the homework, so I have questions.
Y'all got until,
Tomorrow.
as far as questions, we'll do one more review day of questions tomorrow. After that, we're going on. What's the next unit?
3 and 7.
That's
Unit
functions.
2.
That's where we get into graphing.
Uh,
So you might want to get some graph paper, because I do require you to have graph paper. All right, y'all get out of here. Have a good day.
oh, I'm going.
Everybody can come to Office Depot to get graph paper.
What they could do is give you some money and you just get a big old pack for
I'll go
everybody.
there. I'm off for 2 weeks.
All right, y'all be good. Oh, we got to stop the